The problem I have with Steven Pinker and Richard Dawkins and what I call the neo-Hobbesian crowd is that they are engaging in political propaganda, and they're calling it science.
Yeah, almost political propaganda at the level of a kind of fanatical religious belief, I would say.
Well, certainly you're talking about the fanatical atheism.
Yeah. Atheism is a form of religion in the sense that it's a belief in an unevidenced proposition.
It's a certainty. There is no certainty.
There is no certainty.
Yeah.
And expressing it as a certainty is fundamentally untrue. I had an interesting encounter with Richard Dawkins when he came and spoke in the public library in my hometown of Bath in England. He was presenting a book, actually he'd written it for children, I think, called The Magic of Reality. And I popped up with a question which I recorded and later put on YouTube, asking Richard Dawkins if he would be willing to, as a scientist, to challenge his view of reality by drinking ayahuasca, since the shamans who use ayahuasca in the Amazon feel that it does open up other levels of reality that they refer to as a spirit world. Would he be willing to engage with that? And he's a very clever political operator, very fast on his feet. And he responded politely and pleasantly, and he said, yes, that would be interesting. I might be willing to engage with that if I could be assured that no harm would come to me and it was in a proper medical setting. But he's never followed that up. I know for a fact he's been approached. I don't know whether he received those approaches, but I know people who are working with psilocybin and with ayahuasca have attempted to approach him and offer him the opportunity in a safe setting to take this. As I say, I don't know if he's ever received those offers, but so far he's not done it. I think it would be actually a very interesting issue if Richard Dawkins were to, one session would not be enough, but perhaps a dozen sessions of ayahuasca over a period of a month or two. It would be very interesting to see what he comes out with afterwards. It might not change his position at all. It might do. I would go further and say that the drug of choice would actually be smoked DMT. For Richard Dawkins, because there's no negotiation with DMT. You can't exert your powerful will and stop it once you hit the particular dose. And in general, I think a lot of the materialist faction of science would benefit from profound psychedelic experiences. They might construe them in terms of their material point of view, but it might challenge that a little bit.